What's up, YouTube friends? Today I'm going to do a review and first impressions of this Swiss Army knife. It is a limited edition Alox style knife, which means it has aluminum scales on it as opposed to the plastic red covering. This is a 2017 limited edition. It's the Pioneer model, and we're going to jump right in with this. So as you can see from that intro montage of the knife, it comes in this limited edition box. Now, not all Swiss Army knives come in boxes like this. They come in a box that's about half this size, just enough to fit the knife in. But it's not really an unboxing video, more of a impressions and review. But this box is pretty flimsy. It would have been nice to get a better, more sturdy box that might have been like a hard cardstock, but this is nice. I mean, if you plan on getting this as like a timepiece, kind of like to add to your collection, then this box will work to hold it and keep it secure. This knife has the aluminum scales, which is why I purchased it, because those plastic red ones typically will get banged up, and I feel like they fall off a lot more often than not. On the front side of it, it has a really clean texture, and on the back side it has the 2017 indication of the year and limited edition that it is. Typically these run for about a year. I'm not really sure on exactly how they last, but I've seen multiple different colors which I'll post, and this one is the newest, and I think one of the cooler colors. It's an OD green. Now, it's really personal preference. I mean, if you like the neon colors that they had before, then this knife is not for you. The color on the background is a really kind of in between neon green and forest green. So as you can see, this one's kind of a matte green. Inside is the same kind of tools as every Swiss Army Pioneer has. I'm not really doing a review of the knives. I'm doing a first impression and just kind of my overall thoughts on the knife. But as you can see, there is the typical blade that comes in the Swiss Army. There is a can opener and a bottle opener, and as well they have the screwdrivers on top, or the flathead drivers on top. And that on the back is actually pretty cool. It has like a lifted edge, which makes it easier to pull out. I guess my overall impression of the knife is really quite nice for the price. It was around $60 on Amazon, and I can't really complain. As you can see, it fits in my palm pretty nicely. Other than that, these are pretty much standard. The knives are going to be all the same. I just wanted to do a quick video of this color in particular because this limited edition hasn't been out for very long, and I haven't seen any videos on it aside from a few foreign videos which are spoken in like German or something. I think this will help you guys out. I'm going to go ahead and do some size comparisons just so you can see. Obviously there is size comparisons with the standard Pioneer knife, but with this one it might be a little bit different. So let's go ahead and see how big it is compared to some common items. So here it is next to like a couple common household items. We have a ballpoint pen, a bundle of keys, and a quarter. So next to the quarter, it is pretty big. Takes about 4 quarters to line up to get it. This is kind of a irrelevant comparison since the Pioneer has been compared to a lot of stuff already, but just for the sake of being the first video on it, I guess it should help you guys out. And compared to a pen, it is about 3/4 of the length. And to keys, I would say that the biggest importance is the weight. Compared to like a typical plastic scale Swiss Army knife, this one has a lot more weight and feels a lot more heavy duty. In the pocket it kind of does feel noticeable, so that's one issue. I wouldn't really keep this as a daily carry. Honestly, I got it as a collection piece to add to a knife collection, or just really a timepiece collection, because it is a 2017 knife and it's stamped on there pretty nicely actually. It looks like a laser etching. I couldn't really tell you for sure, but it is definitely in the metal. It's not just paint on there. The paint might come off eventually, but there'll still be an engraving of the 2017 on there, which I think is pretty nice. I mean, it gives it a era to stand with, even though this generation is pretty bad. If you're into collecting timepieces and kind of holding on to things to remember in the future, then this is a good piece. It's gonna last. Some of these knives from the 60s and 70s that are the original Alox are still out in circulation and look just like this and are in perfect condition, so I would assume that this one will hold up really well too. I guess I'll end this with a review of the knife and my opinion of the knife. I'll say that right out of the box it's pretty stiff. As you can see, I'm pushing pretty hard on that to shut it, which is a good thing in some ways, but also a bad thing in other regards, because if you shut that on yourself, you're gonna get cut. Eventually it'll loosen up, but I feel like in general Swiss Army knives are kind of hard to open up just because they're a little bit fiddly, and since they're so compact and so many tools inside, it just, they make it so that they are stiff, or else they would probably fall out and be really pretty shitty knives. But in general, it's what I expected out of the knife. I wish that this box was a little bit nicer inside, because it's just plastic and it comes out, and actually the inside of it's hollow, so it's really strange. I wish it would have been the quality of like an iPhone case or something, which would have been nice. I might do a video of a knife stand or knife box for this. If you guys want to see that, please let me know, and I'll go ahead and make a video of it. Pretty simple to make and really cheap, so if you guys are interested, please give me a heads up and I'll do it for you. Other than that, I guess that's my opinion, and I hope that looking at this knife helped you out if you're going to purchase one. It's a really cool color. I would say that it is a nice collection piece, and it's nice to carry as a daily knife, but I have other ones that are more utilitarian than this that'll work, and I don't mind beating up. This feels like a nice piece of jewelry or something that you would keep to try to make it last and stay pretty. Alright guys, so that's the review of this Swiss Army knife, the Alox edition, limited edition 2017. Please let me know if you watched the video and liked it. Give me some ideas for new videos to come, and keep watching for more. I have videos on this kind of stuff all the time, so I appreciate all your support, and thanks again for watching.